Right. Hello, y'all. Happy Sunday. So I'm not gonna risk trying to walk out to this truck. Trying to walk out to this truck. Because my signal always drops whenever I walk out to the truck. So I'm gonna say what I have to say real quick right here, and then move on with my life. Um, First of all, there are too many people on this website. And one person that I am utterly shocked, I was, like I said, utterly shocked that this person literally tried to force an association with me. Literally tried to is still trying to force an association with me. Um, it's very strange and bizarre because she's stirring up the trolls, and she's been doing that, which my spirits got all that for real. You know, first of all, your son never had a chance with me. Never. And I don't even know why you were still trying to make it seem like your son was the right person for me when he has literally served 20 years in prison. Okay. So you can tell right off the bat that that chick is delusional, very delusional, and literally made up all this stuff about her so-called son. I was a little younger back then. This was 10 years ago. And, I was kind of messing with her and like, kind of was giving misinformation. And it's been 10 years since then. And she's still trying to claim me for her son. I've never been interested in her son in that way romantically. Even when we spoke back in 2018, it was sheer friendship. It was. I've never wanted a romantic involvement with her son. In fact, I thought he was gay. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I assumed he was gay. This is why you have to be careful trying to be friends with people. And this lady has followed me around social media, used her social media platform to harass me. It's absolutely ridiculous. It is. Like from the beginning, I told y'all the first time I realized that AKT was a nutcase. I was literally, I was living in Kansas, and I was literally laying in my bed and I was breastfeeding my 2-year old, and I look up and she's live on YouTube claiming that I'm stalking her and her son, and I had not spoken to her or her son in months. The stalking that she's talking about is trolls. And I've had many, many, many trolls, which I'm starting to believe are her. I've had many, many, many trolls, though, in my inbox, pretending to be people that they're not. I mean, and I don't have to wish that I could go back and make it to where I never knew this lady. I don't have to do that. It's already pretty much taken care of. But what I want to talk about is the recent events with what had happened. Hun, that's not my karma. Neither me nor my family would have deserved to have gone through any of that. And to be honest with you, we didn't go through anything. If you want to call, living rent free somewhere, which it wasn't the chateau to live in, but if you want to call that, if you want to call free rent for almost a year, karma, go right ahead. However, ain't no what comes around goes around. I'm not going to let you claim that, because I'm gonna get down to the real issue, and this is the reason why people always take me seriously, and they contact me with their issues and not you. That was an example of a slum lord. The whole thing was a slum lord. And in your community, slum lords would get away with that, wouldn't they? Not in my camp. Would a slum lord get away with that? That is a legal situation that you are trying to use for your YouTube channel, which is pretty pathetic. If you believe that a landlord has the right to neglect their property, that a landlord has the right to breach his own contract, if you believe that a landlord has the right to try to force a tenant to pay rent in a unit that is uninhabitable, you believe that can go down in your county, in your state, then this is the reason why so many people are done wrong. Like, you're horrible for the black community. You are. This is the reason why I stay away from black people that are like that. You bring in that slave root to where people will be able to do you any kind of way. You do. And this ain't about black or white, because if you look at the reviews of the actual owners of that house, they do everybody like that. So this ain't even about race. So you just sound ignorant and desperate. Why would you even go on your platform? Like, lady, at this point, it's clear that you're stalking me. You've been stalking me since 2013. And I don't care about your trolls. This is called reality. Your son never had a chance with me. He never had a chance with anybody. He's in prison, hun. Or are you delusional? Are you really this delusional? Why are you harassing me and stalking me still, is the question. You're a black woman and you're stalking another black woman. Like, this is the reality. It doesn't matter all of the crud and the crap. Why are you trying to make my real life circumstances? Why are you trying to bring real life, real circumstances into your clown show on YouTube? Why would you even try to get involved with this? Listen, girl, that's so like just when you think people are going to have some kind of class, they don't. They don't. Well, I'm not homeless at all. I'm not homeless at all. I have support, I have money, I run a business that is thriving. Um there are millions of families throughout the United States that become displaced. And this person is talking as if it's some kind of win. This is one of the reasons why women in general do not trust that person. That's disgusting. And you will not be blessed. That's why she's over there sick all the time. It's sick. And then let's talk about the legal situation with the landlord. That's none of your business. Stay out of people's business. I'm going to tell you the initial mistake that I made. Number one, and it's because I was probably going through things that you can't go back and change it. But what you can do is you can take and file suit. Um, I should have immediately. These are two mistakes that I made. And I would have been able to beat that eviction case, which I did beat the eviction case because I lived there for almost a year after the default judgment. So, number one, I should have put in a call to the codes division prior to that, back in July. I should have put in a call to the codes division back in 2021, although I do have proof. I have proof of all of this stuff. I have proof of me letting them know, hey, these raccoons are right above my head. I can't sleep at night. It's bad and it's causing disturbances. I have proof of everything that I am saying, along with pictures and reports with what I'm saying. However, when the landlord decided to file eviction, in my answer, instead of doing a counterclaim, I put something different. I didn't, and it was because I was not feeling well. And my spirits do things for a reason. Then the courts are going to have to be, they're going to look at the situation because it wasn't a default judgment. Because what the court did was they actually reset the court date. However, they the judge was shocked and very inappropriately. See, I have complaints against all of these people. Three judges, and yes, I will file a complaint against a judge because they do make mistakes. I don't come from an ignorant point of view. I come from a point of view of somebody that has opulence. If you as a black woman feel as though your standards of living isn't better than living with damn raccoons up in the attic, that's on you. That's on you. But stop trying to speak on my situation. If you'd have moved on with your life a long time ago, we wouldn't be having this conversation. When the landlord increased the rent, either you pay or you get out, right? Solo Thug, you're about to get blocked, okay? uh Listen, I understand that different people have different standards of how they feel about a situation. If I am renting a house from you, I expect for you to take care of it under the terms of our lease agreement. My landlord had been in breach of their lease agreement since 2021. They were given reasonable amount of time to fix the issue. So this is what's going to happen. My karma is to file a lawsuit. You realize that I'm about to get paid from that. So I guess my karma is good. But you go and this is the reason why, this is the reason why people have bad luck, because they listen to people like that. Not only am I suing my landlord for punitive damages. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, hon. Okay, Solo Thug, you're good. Not only am I suing that landlord for punitive damages, but I am also suing them for the cost of the utility bills that went up, because the house was uninsulated from the top to the bottom. If anybody feels any different than that, it's just petty differences. Your petty differences. But when it comes down to people who are being negatively affected by a situation like that, Jamila is the one. Jamila, because I lived through it and I survived it. Not my ex-boyfriend. I'm talking about and the landlord brags about having $1 billion portfolio. So it ain't even got to be like that. Like, now there's other things about the landlord that I've checked out to where my spirits are gonna have to wrangle their asses for real. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, it's bad. Like, however, I know that we're gonna survive it because my spirits are awesome. Okay, but they're going to pay me for that. So there's no, what's the karma? The karma is that I'm about to get paid for punitive damages. What's the karma? Why are you like, and you can tell, and I'm gonna tell you something. This lady needs to quit stalking people because my spirits have taken it easy on her for real. You are delusional, lady, if you think you can ever win a spiritual battle with me. So that situation with the, like, why are these people so desperate to try to claim a situation? So you lit a candle and I got put out a year later. Stop it, girl. Bye. And I'm here for you women. I'm gonna tell you something. It's hard moving out of a house that is uninhabitable too. But that's okay though, because that's why pretty soon I am gonna have petty cash for stuff like that on deck for my coven members, and it ain't nothing that they can do to stop it. You know, because it's nothing that you can do. You had nothing to do with that. You had nothing to do with that. Stop trying to take credit for stuff like that. Stop. If you like, you okay, fine. Take all of the negativity then. This chick is insane. Girl, do you realize that she is crazy as hell. AKT, do you realize that I don't have nothing to do with you? I haven't spoken to your son in 6 years. And when I did, I gave him and you money. I have receipts for that. I have receipts for that. I don't know what kind of spirits you got, but they're very disloyal. Very disloyal. Like all I did was help you and your son out. And you come and tell me I'm glad my son, girl, your son is in prison. It doesn't matter if he's about to get out. Why don't you get off of my tip? God dang. Okay, you're on the side of a slumlord. I am not. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is one of the reasons why a lot of our current president is one of the reasons why a lot of these landlords have gotten really, really, really ruthless. So you're not going to make a difference at all in the lives of people, and I will. I have pride in self respect. And I'm not talking about just Black people, the standards, I'm talking about for everybody across the board. The current status quo is for these corporations to buy up all the properties and jack the rent up so that people can struggle. What about all of the other people? That's who I care about, including myself. Those are the people that I'm going to help. So this is the reason why it doesn't matter if which I can be living in an RV or a damn tiny home by the lake. People are still going to invest in me because they know that I am going to do the right thing. And it ain't nothing wrong with doing the right thing. I'm not going to sit up here and say, up, I own my own home. I'm just going to abandon everybody else. No, I wouldn't do that because that's a spiritual battle. You do realize that they're trying to get these corporations to buy up all these houses. And you know what? That's messed up. But you're going to buy them all up and feel like you are the king of the world and then not even fix your properties. Right. Right. Exactly. Solo thug. Like, so I'm trying to figure out like what the like, oh my God. Let me tell y'all women something. I don't hate women. I don't hate children. Everything that I do is for the betterment of women and children. You're trying to compare yourself and saying all these evil things to trolls and shit, right? Over on your channel. You're like a troll, basically. You have got to be kidding all of us, right? with your behavior, AKT. You and the other one over in Alabama. Y'all have got to be kidding, right? But see, that's why women with their children can come to me and trust me, and they know that I got them. Even during a spiritual attack, even through a psychic attack, where you evil people, you hated me just simply because I had a little baby son. You're evil. You're evil. That, and you know what? All these people, they my God babies. So, hun, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be taken care of because you know what? God loves me. Everybody loves me. That's the truth. Because I don't do people like that. I have God babies and everything on here. And you probably look at them with such hatred. You're an evil person. You really are. Let me ask this lady a question. Did I once, when you were going through what you were going through before you bought that house, and I don't, you must have somehow bought it from somebody because it was just 2 years ago. You were talking about your landlord. If you didn't take down those videos, you kept going on and on about your landlord. Did I once come out in social media talking about what goes around comes around? No, I didn't, because I have something called class and opulence and respect. Not respect for you. I have none for you, but respect for myself. Straight up and down. Right, exactly. Exactly. So I'm here for those people. And it's sad that this lady and her trolls was able to flag my channel. Yes, I can. Watchtower. Actually, I can take care of myself. Get out of my chat. Thank you. Okay. Yes, I can. Like I said, they talking all this crap, and it's sad because what are you trying to feed off of? Misfortune. It's sad that you don't know what energies to connect with. That's sad. So I appreciate everybody who has, prayed for me, loved on me, stuck by my side, because next month I got a check coming and they can go live as many times as they want and say, "Oh, you're not going to get that money that's rightfully yours." Do you think that that scares me? Because the one thing that I do have control and power over is what my mama left to me. So, that's just what that is. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea, but all I know is that I'm not quite understanding why these people on the internet are worried about people's real lives. But what I do know is that the standard for how landlords are treating people has to be addressed, because if we ever live in a world where a landlord is actually able to do that and not be held accountable, there's a problem. So when and I mean that, and I mean business on that. So you're talking about an eviction judgment, that of which I couldn't help that. I'm talking about a lawsuit. You're not an attorney. You have no college education. And see, I have proof of this stuff. I'm not just saying this stuff. I have proof tucked away in a folder of everything that I'm saying. So it's really sad. Like if somebody came to me with the same issue, if somebody came to me with the same issue that I had with the landlord, and it literally brought them down to that, I would say go ahead and move. Okay. I feel like it was a lot deeper than what it seemed, but at the end of the day, I got out of there. And you know what? I don't have no kind of hatred in my heart. I don't have no kind of evil inside of me that causes me to come online and basically pray for death for a woman and her children for 10 years, over 10 years straight. That's disgusting. That's like, I'm sorry, like, what's wrong with you? I don't even know you, AKT. I've never met you. What's up with all this hatred? You are a grown ass woman. You older than me. And then you'll come on here and say, you got to respect your elders. I'm not used to elders like y'all. Y'all evil as hell. That's not, y'all not teaching nobody anything except for how to be evil. For real. Okay. So anyway, I gotta go out here and figure out I gotta find a nice spot. I don't really want to go to no wooded areas because it's bees and bugs and mosquitoes and stuff, but I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this burn. So I gotta go. Thank them on video. Okay. You know, I just I I don't understand what this lady's problem is, but I can tell you that you're not going to get away with it. And you don't have anything for me to sue you for. You don't. So I'm just going to ignore you. Hey Shamika, hey baby. I'm just going to ignore you. Okay? Nothing that has happened to me is because of you. I don't really, to be honest with you, somebody saying something on the internet is not necessarily real life. But since you got trolls stalking me all around the internet, that's sick. That is very, very sick. Keep in mind that I still have a business that's thriving. So it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like with the whole landlord thing, I am a part of a fight against that because that's horrible for landlords to abuse their power in that way. I have tons and tons of emails where I kept emailing them about the issue, not the owners directly, but the people that they were hiding behind, which was management companies. I have emails. Oh, hun, I always have had a business. Okay. I can show you the income that I've made from that business just in the past week. Okay. So, yeah, I do have a business and it's nothing you can do about that taco. Okay. Just stay in your delusion that you were actually able to shut down my business, sweetie, because you weren't. Okay. Anyway, it's pretty desperate. Like, I'm sorry. I'm cut from different cloth. Coming on the internet and trying to actually feed off of people's problems, which it was a problematic landlord, is pretty pathetic and pretty desperate. That's literally all I have to say about the situation. And any of you women that are out there and you've got your children and you're dealing with a problematic landlord like that, Jamila always has your back. Your back and your front and your sides. I got y'all all the way around because I know how it feels. Okay. Because I've got emails where I was sending them emails and literally the response was they didn't care. No response. Okay. All of it well documented within the within city codes. You know what I'm saying? So an eviction is separate. You know, the courts have already explained to me if you need to sue the landlord, you can. It's just that they got a default judgment. And I believe they held it out as long as they could to the point where it was just like, well, hey, because you know that in the state of Georgia, if it's a default judgment, you can't really file an appeal on it. You know, and so that's just the way that it is. Okay, everything happens for a reason. I know that God got me. That's all I know. And we can say, oh, she's evil, she's this and that. Even Jesus got my back. So I'm not a person that's just thrown out there. I've always had love around me. It's just that these people, I don't know what is the obsession. I don't get it. I don't get it. All I know is that that lady don't know me. You don't know me. You just using me for clout. That's all I know. And it's sad. And it's been going on for well over 10 years. And I don't, understand why people are not, oh my God. Um, Clearly you don't listen to anything that I say. Of course I believe in God. Why would I? When did I say that I didn't believe in God? So I'm gonna go because the trolls have moved in. Um, yeah. Um, of course, even with evil people running around here doing evil, disgusting things. Yes, I believe in God. I never have not believed in God. In fact, I was just telling people yesterday that I'm a believer in the Bible. It's just that it's not my chosen religion. But yeah, I believe in the Bible. I never said that I didn't. So I don't get it. All I know is that it's a crazy lady who has been harassing me. She's been harassing me for years since I moved to Georgia, trying to pretend as though she uh owns the whole state of Georgia. And it's absolutely disgusting the way this lady has ran behind my children, has somehow and she's now is the fall because I swear on my spirits, all of her influence is gone. It is. These people gonna lose their influence, and it's a good thing because they've been influencing people to be disgusting and to not take accountability. She actually blamed me for her son going to prison, which was stupid. I couldn't believe it. That if that's not delusional, I don't know what is. She blamed me. You know what she said? She said that I worked with a demon to put her son in prison. I had never, when her son went to prison, I had never spoken to any goetic spirit at that point. And it wasn't anybody like these people, like it's such a joke. Listen, my spirits held off me needing to be rehomed basically for almost a year. That's reality. That's called, and yes, there's a lot you can do with spiritual work. Of course. I mean, it's all about spirit. But for you to say, "Oh, my son robbed somebody," literally this dude robbed and shot somebody and did 20 years in prison. And instead of her admitting that he had a drug problem and he robbed somebody and shot somebody, she rather blame it on me. No wonder he went to prison. So for me, when you did that, your credibility was shot all the way as far as I'm concerned. Exactly. It's ridiculous. It is. It's mentally ill people, actually. They're very mentally ill, is all I gotta say. So, all I gotta that's all I wanted to say. Like, she's revving up her trolls to, and you know what? Eventually there's gonna be a knock on your door taking you to prison for that. Eventually, like, it's literally been 10 years since then. 10 years of this lady stalking, trying to ruin my reputation, period. Getting people to make videos about me. You're not going to get away with it, is all I got to say. Okay. You need some help. She does. She needs some help before, you know what I'm saying, something happens, because something needs to happen. You're very mentally ill. And might I say that before I go, we have a even worse evil happening right now. I get things done. That's all I gotta say, is I get stuff done. While we got all this evil swarming around us, these people are still stalking Jamila. It's worthless, hun. Why don't you go fight your real enemy? Who is your real enemy? You have no idea, do you? Goodness gracious. Okay, I gotta go. If you think this lady literally for the past 20, like, since, not 20, for 10 years has been blaming me for her son going to prison. How stupid can you be? Somebody I have never met. I've never met her son. Ridiculous. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. Y'all have a good day. I'm sorry that I worried y'all with this. I really am. I don't want to be involved with no drama. I've never needed drama to get attention on YouTube. Never. Okay, that's all I gotta say. I'm just gonna focus on my channels and focus on my new TikTok, because I had to do a new TikTok. And we are going to make sure that, you know, I just stay away from all of this damn drama. It's so stupid. It really is. It's so stupid. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Y'all have a good one. Okay. All right. Blessings. Bye bye.